Ladies and gentlemen, he's been out in the field gathering content for the United States National High School Champions League starting 11 or thereabouts. The co founder, the guy we call Jimmy Hart, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Kevin?
Oh man, I tell you, you know, we come here and then we go and we multiply. It's unbelievable.
That's exactly what happens.
All right then. So, before the national sponsors, you
Yes,
know,
sir.
you get
By the
the,
way, congratulations on Wales certified as a national sponsor. That's awesome.
I tell you, you just sit back and you do what you need to do, and great things happen.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. So I'm in line with the Ziggy Nagel from Nagel College Planning,
Amazing.
and then I'm with the guy that we call what are we gonna call him? Oh yeah, we're gonna call him Eddie O from Coolidge.com. He's the one
Yes.
that got the platform together, and I'm gonna call Meet tomorrow from India,
Oh,
Mumbai,
that's
India.
amazing.
Oh, it's
Amazing.
unbelievable. And
Well, Meet is the web designer for USHSCL.com, and he works for Coolidge, QOOLLEGE.com. So that's amazing, Kevin.
yeah, yeah. And then no other. I can't imagine why anybody would want to play with another ball other than the select ball from Select Sports America and our friend Tim McAvoy. I mean, holy moly,
It gets no better.
No, it doesn't. It's the virtuoso of all soccer balls, and it's the only one that the Wales uh, trains with. You want to be a goalkeeper, you got to stop the select.
That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
so I have learned from the past, is to say this is going to be something. When I get the goosebumps, I know something's there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away from the microphone and let the big daddy of them all, Jim Hart,
Yes,
ladies
sir.
and gentlemen, have at it.
Okay, Kevin. Kevin, I've noticed in the last couple of the starting 11s, some of the hosts didn't use up their allocation of five total stories. So, so when they leave those extra ones laying around, I'm going to pick them up and include them in mine. So, with your permission, I'm going to go to nine today. But I'm gonna try to get it. I'm gonna try to get it under 11 minutes. So let's see if we can do it. So here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Story number one. Okay, Ocala, Florida. Ocala is in Marion County. There is serious movement now to a Marion slash Lake slash Sumter County High School Champions League underway, and a lot of work's been done on that in this past week. That's story number one. Be on the lookout for the Champions League coming to another part of Florida. Number two, Sacramento, California. So both Terry Mickler and I have been in contact with a guy named Jonathan Stein. I've talked about him on the starting 11 before, and he is interested in bringing the High School Champions League out to Sacramento. We've looped him in with Neil Collins, the head coach of Sacramento Republic. So the dominoes are coming together out in Sacramento. Number three, to stay out on the West Coast. we've made a beachhead in Portland, Oregon. And you'll remember Terry's podcast that he was doing during the World Cup, Extra Time with Terry Mickler. So the podcaster there, Rob, he is interested in continuing that podcast with Terry, but also expanding the scope of that podcast to include the High School Champions League coverage. So that could be coming. And also, he is eager to connect us with key Portland high school soccer coaches because he's a believer in the movement. So I'll have more to report as time goes on there. Item number 4, big news in the Dallas Metroplex. We've been talking about the Dallas Metroplex here on the Starting 11 before, and we made a connection with a high school coach there who actually reached out to us through the website. And he wants to be a key prime mover in bringing the Champions League to Dallas. We've got him connected. As it turns out, he's already connected with Brian Corcoran, the sporting director of Atletico Dallas, the USL Championship franchise that's starting in Dallas in 2027. We were put on to Atletico Dallas and Tim Corcoran by the great Tim McAvoy. So we've made another strong connection there. So there'll be more to report. We outlined a Champions League and how it would look in the vast Dallas Metroplex, about 10 million people in that metro area. That would be the biggest one, the biggest metro area yet, because New York City hasn't come online yet. Okay, so stand by in the coming, I would say, weeks, days and weeks for more news on Dallas. Number 5, Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama's been in the Starting 11 news in the past 2 weeks. We had another positive, productive conversation with the coach that's heading things up in Huntsville this past week. Things are moving. This guy's eager. We should soon, I would not be surprised if Huntsville becomes number 7 on the Champions League list. I would not be surprised if they are not next. Number 6, as you know, and you've had Vito Bavaro on the Whale Certified podcast from Sarasota and Manatee County, Florida. Vito is the Lakewood Ranch High School boys coach. You had a great interview with him on Wales Certified. I really enjoyed that. And I've got news to report from Manatee, Sarasota. There's a college down there called New College. New College has a women's soccer coach who has offered New College as the host site for the Manatee Sarasota Champions League. He's been inspired by Maryville University. He says he wants to do the same thing down in Sarasota. So that's just a matter of putting it all together. So that's big news. Hopefully that coach, that New College coach, once we get down the road a little bit, can become a future guest of the Whale Certified podcast as a host member for Champions League finals in Sarasota. So we'll see. We'll see if we can make that happen. Number 7, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Have had another conversation with our Pittsburgh contact, John Krasinski. Interestingly, John is the one that's organized the Pittsburgh high school coaches into some meetings, one of which was attended by Terry Mickler, to advise them on how to get started. But John is also going to be moving soon, strangely enough, to where? Manatee, Sarasota County, Florida. So it's just crazy how the dominoes fall together. And John is the proprietor of a website called Pittsburgh Soccer Now. I advise all of our people that listen to this show to check that out. It's got to be the one of the best locally produced soccer websites in America. It's really good. And you may remember, Kevin, or maybe I didn't even report this, that we connected John with Ryan Helfrich. And when John was down in Tampa Bay, Ryan met with him to discuss uh, the fact that John's moving to the Tampa Bay area, Manatee County, and to discuss the Champions League coming to Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds playing the same role that the Tampa Bay Rowdies play in Tampa as hosts of the Champions League. So
Wow.
Pittsburgh's moving. Pittsburgh's continuing to move along. Number 8 and 9, this is in the rumor and teaser stage. This is something I haven't even told you yet, Kevin. We are working on a guest for the Wales Certified podcast and possibly a future starting 11 guest who was a starter for the United States in the 2010 World Cup. And that's all I can say about it right now. I can't divulge the name yet. But if this comes together, then you will be interviewing on Wales Certified a person who represented the U.S. in South Africa in 2010. So let's just leave it at that. And then number 9, another one, I have told you about this one. You may also be interviewing soon a documentary filmmaker who made a documentary film about the 2010 World Cup. And so those are 2 things that are in the works. I'm just dropping them as in the spirit of rumor, gossip, which is also part of this starting 11. You know, you just never know what's going to happen. You never know what a little innocent gossip could lead to also. So we'll see what happens. But Kevin, that's my 9 stories. How did I do on time?
Jimmy, it was just absolutely fantastic. You're even under 11 minutes right now. That's with the couple minutes that will be gabbing. I mean, you did everything. Oh, it was a clinic, an absolute
Beautiful.
clinic.
And I
Oh,
picked up those stories that were laying around the studio floor that others had left behind. We got them picked up and used.
yeah, there you go. There you go. And I tell you, I feel it that I know that mystery guest. Yeah, the 2 of them. Yeah, oh, man, that's
Okay.
exciting business, man.
Well,
And,
good.
and
Well,
you know
good.
what it is that the stories, people get overlooked or something, Well, the
Yeah,
Whale Certified and the starting 11 says, hey, come on. Get your
that's right.
story out. You got a story, a lifetime story that needs to be shared and cultivated. And that's what we do is that we're like Johnny Appleseed all across the nation with the high school champions league. It does everything by itself.
Yes. Yes. This is a great vehicle. The starting 11 is a great vehicle to keep these stories going. And of course, Whale Certified is a great vehicle to get deeper into the stories of individual people. Speaking of which, one of your recent guests on Whale Certified, Ryan Seidel, you'll remember that he went over to Germany to get his UEFA B license. Well, he's back, and he's going to be a future guest on the starting 11 as one of your co-hosts, actually on the week of August 10 through 14. He's going to make his debut as a starting 11 co-host, Ryan Seidel. And we had another debut this week with Vicky King. That was exciting.
Yeah.
And so, that brings, and then another one, and then Meat is going to make his debut soon. We are up to, let me just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. We're up to about 15 different co-hosts in the starting 11 co-host roster. So this is growing, man. This is growing. So let me let you go
All right.
and get back to my business here, because you never know what's going to turn up next. And I cannot wait for tomorrow when the cleanup hitter comes and brings it all home for us, Terry Mickler. It's just what a gift that we have, that we can look forward every Friday to the great one joining the starting 11 and putting and the occasional guest host by Terry during the week too. Amazing. All right, Kevin, that's what I got. That's what I got for you today.
Okay, well, that's enough, man. We got the whole thing going right here, right now. We got a lot of activity. And we were in the United States National High School Champions League, starting at 11 or thereabouts, with Jim Hart and Kevin Whalen, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye, Jimmy.
Take care, Kev.